Hello guys, Ryankelvin over here again. Nice to meet you again this morning. Continue. Oh, hello guys, my guys. I think this time is good afternoon. My side. When I'm recording this video, yeah, I'm in Kenya. Of course, I'm around Nairobi. Yeah, I'll be giving you a story how I joined lacrosse while stringing my stick here. Yeah, there's this guy who taught me how to string, known as Willie. He's from Pipeline, or I can say Mukuru Bridge, those sides. So, guys, today is those who don't know my name, I'm Ryankelvin. I'm a Kenyan Laxer. Yeah, I'm proud to be a Kenyan Laxer actually, and I like it being that way because being proud of yourself. In my family, nobody have ever played in this game. Actually, in my family, I'm the first person to play games. The others all just prayed, and praying, and I am playing. There's difference about that. Okay, I'll be talking about how I joined lacrosse today. Yeah, lacrosse. Starting from there, there are some of you, my subscribers or my those who are watching who don't know what lacrosse is. It is a fast-paced game which opponents and players use a lacrosse stick. This is a lacrosse stick without the mesh. I wish I could. After I get done, I show you what it is. Yeah, an acrostic and a shaft and a mesh. Those things are the component. Like this is the mesh, the stick. Unfortunately for now I don't have a ball, but I have a tennis one. Can I demonstrate here? Oh wait. I can't get to see it for now, but guys, I know you know what this it is. Maybe I can just show you here. Let me show you the lacrosse ball. Yeah. So me knowing lacrosse, it was a very long journey. I think destiny is. I can say destiny is so. It is rigged, kinda like you have to do something so that can happen. Also, the thing you are doing for now will alter the destiny. I don't know how that happens, but I can think you can take a right step here and you won't be going to the kitchen, or you can take a left, you go to the toilet. Those things, little things alters with your destiny or whatever you come to be. Okay, I'll be sharing you this screen here. I want to show you what lacrosse components are. There's a stick, mostly what a stick has, the ball, the gears. I am a lacrosse boy, so I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna share full screen and just share tab. Let me a window. Here I share you this window. Okay, these are the lacrosse components. Like for now, we have this a stick, full of it. Let me use this guy over here. This is me now. Now this is me. So as you can see, all boys participating in the league must wear proper lacrosse equipment, either training or not training. You have to have everything like that. Today I'm lucky. I have a mouth guard which I received earlier. Here's the mouth guard. Yeah. And a helmet behind here. This is a helmet. So you always attach the mouth guard here. Like this. Now I have to wear my helmet and I have to get in my mouthpiece, my mouth. So as you can see here, let me zoom it for you a little bit. So here's the helmet. I showed my helmet. There's a mouth guard. There's shoulder pads. Unfortunately for now, I don't have that one. There's an arm protection. The pads here. This one. This is the elbow protections. These are mine. And they are the gloves. It's a strong game. You need some equipment that are protective. The gears. These are gloves. And when you go down here, you have the cleats. For me, my cleats are worn out. There's no need to show you that. It's one. Maybe you wanna. Anyway, let's keep that aside. So being a sportsman, you have to have this all of them as you are playing. Also, he is holding a stick. These are across head. As you can see here, there this is a shaft. We call it a shaft. Yeah. So that's lacrosse. So I know you are wondering how this started. I started with swinging my stick. I want to continue the story as I'm doing this because at the end of the day, you want to see the result. And you will see it. So, guys, me, myself, I found myself in Mumias. My dad always worked there, and I went there around the election year, which was, let me share the first, yeah. Yeah, I was looking for something over here. So, guys, as I was telling you earlier, these are my strings which I'll be using to string my head, and then the mesh. So, I have these two strings to go down here. They'll be the side strings. Place this on the side, the other one on the side. These are the two strings. Then I might need the top one. So, using the top one, I might use this one. Then I might cut it. So, guys, as I was saying earlier, lacrosse is the game that it was not in Kenya. Maybe it came in Kenya. I never knew when it was coming because the place I was much remote. I couldn't have known when it was coming in Kenya. So it was on the year 2022 when I finished my high school classes and I joined my dad in Western, where I went to do artisan course. So the course of which I was just happily starting it as a I can say as a I just wanted to be in vehicles. Of which now, the moment my dad told me maybe we can find the funds of joining you to the university, maybe you can do something. He told me you want to do some computer studies, and I told him, oh no, I want to do if it is computer, it has to be associated with the vehicle. So if there is a vehicle computer, I want to do that. And tada, there was nothing like that. So I joined the artisan, where the people who are working on other people's vehicles joined me there and told me, you know what, being a gentleman, being a big man, being you, being a man, this is what we do. I'm sorry for that. I'm sorry for that. Just I'm around the highway. Okay, so then it happened that I had to start doing that. Sort of a sudden there was this guy around that place I was living known as big up to that guy. His name is Calvin Ibuga. Let me call him Calvin. He's called himself in FB and in Instagram kinda. Okay, his name is Kelvin Ibuga. So it passed by. He was going to training daily. Not really daily. I can say weekly basis. On Sundays and Saturdays, I used to see him come back with a stick and a helmet. You know how we like those guys are. You know, you have to carry a stick around with a helmet, and people are wondering, oh, this guy, what is he doing? And I was like, 2 weeks. I was like, you bro, what's this? But I could never ask. I also feared him because this guy looked fierce. He was a best defender around that place. He was carrying his helmet, or he's on his helmet when he's coming back home, and he has a long stick, a defense one. So he's like, and he's serious. And I can see this guy, oh my god, this guy might kill me, but I might ask him a question. It doesn't look no joke, but then I just took an action and asked him, yo, bro, what's your name? He told me, I'm Kelvin. And yeah, he was not rough as I thought. He was just a good guy. And we later come in and I rhymed with him. We vibed and asked him, what is this thing you always do on Sundays? Do you always go fighting? Like, bro, you so much garden. I've never seen you on a motorbike. You know. And he told me, this is a game known as lacrosse. Actually, it's a nice game. And I told him, hey, It looked funny. I couldn't ask him to join that time because I was like, bruh, it's like a new thing. I've never played any game actually from my high school, from my primary school. I was shocked. I could never participate in any game. So I'm done from high school. I'm like 17 years, 16. I was 16 and a half years. Then I was like, can I play this game? Yes, told me, yeah, you can come on Sunday. You can see us playing, yeah. Then I went on the following Sunday, which I found them training. I found this other guy known as Chris. He had some friends there, Haji, or they called him Lenny, but I think his name is Lenny, but they called him Haji. So I realized these guys are just normal people. They're just playing a game, like maybe I've never seen it. I'd asked them around. They told me the game is newly in Kenya, but not much newly. It has not been embraced like it is now. Yeah. And then remember that's the year 2022 after election in Kenya. And then I came to realize that these guys are good guys actually. They love each other. As a lacrosse boy or as a lacrosse player, when you meet each other on the road, when you meet each other on the road, you are just like brothers. And that's really good actually. So myself on my side, I was interested on the first day, and I told this Kelvin, yo, bro, you better help me run this game. But I love it. I like it. Unfortunately, that time we could not have a folder stick, so I just used to borrow. And I was shocked actually. Nobody did believe that I had passed high school, you know. And they could just give me the kids, and the kids were like hilarious. And they could teach me. Also, some are disrespectful, not knowing who I am. But I was like, I want to know more about this game. Yeah. And I came to realize that me learning this game, also doing everything that I can so that I can be one of the first person in my place on the central place to bring this game around. I would like be had, that feeling of being the only guy who can do things. Yeah. And it happened actually. Then I started training. Later on I came to know these people sitting in this crowd have an academy known as FCA. The academy is known as FCA, Fellowship of Christian Athletics. Yeah, and athletes, I mean, and they have a coach actually. I never thought they had a coach. The coach, I always think the coach must have to be praying, but the coach used to pray, not pray. The difference between playing and praying. So the coach is a pastor. Yeah, he was a pastor. Now he's a reverend. Unfortunately, it's a good one. Yeah, I have walked the journey with him around. Yeah, I have seen him being, yeah, the reverend, being going to another level. I don't know how to call that, ordination kind of. Yeah. So the pastor one, he used to come to the ground. He could teach us morals around there. His name is Frederick Obogita Osore, and this guy was like, yo, you guys, you better be you. You better do you or be you. Like, and I was like, bruh, I don't know what you're saying. And all of a sudden, I have never seen you play. I've never seen this one. No, I always see the coaches around the field doing shit with the others, with the players. And I was like, yo, I I don't know this one, but this one is good. So the person who's training me is the kids, and also this guy known as Chris. He's a player. And I'm really happy because they have another person out there who is like, what do I say? He's not much on these people, but he's doing a really great job. Later on, came to find out that the association were doing good, and then I came to meet another lady known as Rukia around there, and he was like, she was like, I'm really confident. I am not used to this talking while working, but I can try. So I met this young lady known as Ruki, and Rukia would like tell me, bruh, you are Kikuyu. I I passed there. I was the only guy, the Kikuyu guy around there. I was like, yo, from Central. If you know these people from Murima, I am one of those. My Kikuyu name is Njoroge. Yeah, and I was like, I would like to do more and more and more about this because I like these guys. They embraced me very well. I like them, and I like being the cool guy there. They used to make jokes around me and yeah, praying and playing. Yeah, that's sort of the thing that also made fun of that time me with those guys. And I was like, I give it because they know about it and I can't escape there. Big up to Rookie, actually. Big up to Kelvin. Big up to Chris. Big up to Fred. Big up to Haji Oleni. And sort of, because the later came to find out around there, I had that opportunity of knowing more people around by following the steps of the other guys. There was another academy around there known as Rockstars, and I came to realize that this academy also had their leader. And I played until I came to a position where I was playing in the kids version. Actually, I forgot to tell you that I was never tall enough or skillful enough to play in the for the that year. And later on, I came to do it, and I realized that not only you can't do it until when you do it, do it until you can do it. I don't know what I can say that like. You can't do it until you do it. Stop saying you can or you can't. Try it and fail so that you can tell people I tried and I can't. That's when it will happen, or that's where it won't happen. I don't know if you get that, but that's what it is like. This thing of staying in shit, doing shit in this game, I learned it that I can do things, but the moment I do, I realize I can. You see, you can do eat 5 chapatis until you eat them, something like that. Might be funny, but it ain't. Yeah. So I came to realize that also the I'm sorry, someone